Welcome to TRN Podcast, episode 159.
Hey there.
Today, we're looking into the latest legal issues surrounding the German rapper Gzuz.
Right. There are some new allegations, drug possession and insult, I believe.
Exactly. And what makes this particularly, significant is that he's already on probation.
Yeah, that definitely raises the stakes.
So our aim today is really to understand these current charges, but put them in the context of his past legal history, see what it all might mean for him.
Okay, so let's start with the immediate situation. What are the specific accusations this time?
Well, the reports mention possession of narcotics and, like you said, insult.
And how did this come about?
It apparently stemmed from a police check a few weeks back. Happened in Hamburg on the Keys, St. Pauli specifically,
Yeah.
The famous nightlife district.
Ah, okay. And what exactly happened during the check? Any details?
Reports say he was pretty aggressive towards the officers, quite confrontational.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. And they also apparently found what's described as a suspicious white powder on him, and also an ominous plastic tube.
Right, which, strongly suggests potential drug involvement, possession, maybe use.
Definitely points that way. So things escalated from there.
Seems like it. I gather he was taken to the local police station, the David Wash.
That's right. And further investigations followed, which have now led to these formal charges.
Okay, so given his history, are these new allegations really that surprising? Maybe we should revisit his previous encounters with the law, just to get the full picture.
Good idea. Because, Gzuz is unfortunately no stranger to the justice system.
Not at all. Even going back to his youth, there were issues. And then in 2010, he served his first proper prison sentence, right? For robbery and assault.
Correct. And there's actually a quote from him around that time, I think, from Tedaware magazine.
Oh, yeah. What did he say?
Something like, prison is never nice, but sometimes it's unavoidable. I'm not scared of it. If it happens again, then that's just how it is.
Wow. That's quite a statement. A bit unsettling, maybe, given where he is now.
Definitely puts things in perspective. And that wasn't his only stint inside.
No. End of 2017, he was convicted again, wasn't he? Assault, I think. Got 4 months, but suspended.
Yeah, suspended on probation, which, for anyone maybe not familiar with the German system, is basically a conditional release, stay out of trouble, or you serve the time.
And that probation is key right now. But before that, wasn't there the robbery of a mobile phone shop? Also back in 2010.
Right, same year as the first sentence. That was actually before his big breakthrough with the 187 Strassenbande.
And that robbery led to, what, over 3 years in prison?
Yeah, a significant sentence. And then more recently, he was just released again in autumn 2023.
Okay, what was he serving time for then?
It was kind of a collection of offenses, really. Violations of weapons laws, drug possession again, and assault as well.
A real mix. And didn't the court also hit him with a massive fine?
Oh, yeah. Huge fine. 414,000 euros.
Wow. That's substantial. It really underlines the seriousness of those previous charges.
Absolutely. So bringing it back to the present, given this history and the fact he's currently on probation, what are the potential consequences of these new charges? That's the crucial question, isn't it?
That really is the heart of the matter. Because he's on probation, there's a very real risk, a significant danger that could be revoked.
Meaning,
if he's convicted on these new charges, the drug possession, the insult, it could automatically trigger the previous suspended sentence. He could be sent back to prison.
So this cycle of legal problems might just continue.
It certainly looks that way.
Yeah.
You have to wonder if this pattern is going to repeat itself again.
So these current allegations could have a massive impact on his immediate future. Is there anything else going on for him right now that this might overshadow?
Oh, yeah, actually. He's got a new album announced, Scherbenhaus.
Oh, right. When's that due?
Scheduled for June 20th, 2025, so just over a year away.
Okay.
And he just dropped a single, too, called Bengal, with the music video.
Huh. So it's quite a contrast, isn't it? On one hand, prepping a new album release.
Yeah, trying to move forward with his career.
But on the other hand, facing potentially serious legal consequences again.
Exactly. It makes you wonder how these legal battles might affect the reception of his music, the whole album campaign.
It definitely complicates things. So if we try and pull this all together, what are the main takeaways here?
Well, you see this recurring thing, don't you? Gzuz repeatedly clashing with the law.
Yeah, particularly issues involving drugs and, aggressive behavior or insults.
Right. And these latest charges, because of the probation situation, they feel like they could be a real turning point.
A critical moment for his probation, obviously, but maybe for the album plans, too.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like he's standing at a bit of a crossroads again. both in his life and his career.
It does seem that way. This constant cycle of legal trouble, it casts a long shadow, doesn't it? Over his music, his personal life.
It really does. And it remains to be seen what the actual concrete consequences of these latest events will be. Can he break the cycle this time?
What do you think this situation could ultimately mean for his career trajectory?
It's hard to say for sure. I mean, on one level, controversy can sometimes generate attention, maybe even for the new album. That no such thing as bad publicity idea.
True, that happens in music sometimes.
But on the other hand, if the legal consequences are severe, like more prison time, that obviously limits his ability to actually make music, perform, promote the album.
Yeah, it becomes a practical impossibility. So it's a real balancing act between the buzz, maybe, and the actual legal reality he's facing.
That's a good way to put it. I suppose all we can really do is, watch how things unfold from here, see which path he ends up taking.
Absolutely. It'll definitely be interesting to see how this story develops and what the impact will be on his future. Thanks for walking through all that.
Yeah, thanks. A complicated situation, for sure.